Hey, what's good with y'all? It's your boy Chess. How y'all feeling today? I hope y'all feeling great, because I'm feeling good. I'm excited about this reaction right here. This is an interview reaction that I'm gonna do. This interview that I'm gonna react to is a Tupac interview where he talk about how he grew up and like how he got to fame. I haven't reacted to Tupac yet, so this is my first video of me reacting to, you know, the legend, the one and only Tupac. So let's get right into it. I don't want to keep talking. Let's get it.
Tell me, what does Tupac Amaru Shakur mean?
Okay, it means, I was named after this Inca chief from South America whose name was Tupac Amaru, but it's a lot of people named Tupac Amaru. It's like a whole tribe named Tupac Amaru. So my mom named me after this Inca chief, and I think that the tribal breakdown means like intelligent warrior, something like that. But
I see.
He's a deep dude.
Yo, that's interesting. I never knew that. I swear I never knew that. Damn, that's deep, bruh.
He is. If I go to South America, they're gonna love me, I'm telling you.
It's like you don't even want to see me.
They call this place Weirdo Beach. I don't know, it ain't that weird to me.
When you first moved to Oakland, that was your first stop in California?
Right.
And
No. Marin City was before.
Marin City? Okay.
You know.
Well, you left Baltimore and came to Marin City.
Yes.
And when you were in Baltimore, you were in a school of the performing arts.
Yes.
How come you didn't enroll in one when you came to California?
I couldn't find one when I came to California, and I was broke, so I had to go to a regular high school.
But you eventually dropped out, right?
Yeah, sure did. I didn't have enough credits. Like, everybody was about to graduate. I went into the 12th grade, about to graduate, everything. Right before I was about to graduate, they was like, you got to come back next year and get a health credit and a physical education credit. And I was like, oh, hell no. I had just barely made it out with money coming to school and lunch money and all that. I said, I got to get paid. I got to find a way to make a living. So I dropped out, knowing that I would have graduated. It wasn't no big thing. Not to say that y'all shouldn't graduate, but for me at that particular time, it was more important that I find somewhere to live.
But you did get your GED. You moved out on your own.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you get as far as a job is concerned? What did you do when you stopped going to school?
I only had 2 jobs ever in my life. One was in Round Table Pizza. I used to make the pizza, but it was good. It was the perfect job, Tabitha, because I was hungry and I got to like eat all the toppings off people's pizza. That's why, because everything is right there. Could you imagine? I was making pizzas on the side, bringing pizzas home. I'm calling it.
Yo, bro, I did not know that either. That's interesting, bro. Pac used to work at a pizza joint. I ain't never worked at like a restaurant, but if I did, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be eating the food too. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So I understand what he's talking about. That's hilarious though. I never knew that.
Oh, deliveries, you know? Let me get 2 shrimp with everything. But that job, I lasted about a month. Then I worked as the guy that packs your bags in the supermarket for about, 2 weeks. Then the dude kept catching me writing raps by the time clock. I used to be like, I'm gonna write for an hour.
Instead of loading people's groceries.
She can carry her own shit. So
Did it ever occur to you that you might be able to get scholarships to go to college, or was that just not
I always
even an
wanted
issue?
to go to college, but I wanted to go to college and be comfortable. Like how people, like, I don't know, this might be presumptuous, but like I know a lot of people that are in college, they have their lives already okay. You know what I mean? Like someone's paying for them to go to college. They have somewhere to live. They have somewhere to live while they're going to college. You know, they get money, all that. Somebody can pay their tuition and all of that. I don't have that. Until I can have that, I can't go to college, even though I want.
Pac is right about that. He is absolutely right about that. Like about going to college and actually feeling comfortable. Because people go to college and they be more broke than ever. Like you be going, I heard stories. I even done it myself. I went to college. I ain't really have no money like that. I had to take out a loan. Motherfucker was eating noodles, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Niggas was struggling. Real shit. So I understand what he's saying about already having that foundation to be and already being established, already feeling comfortable, already having the financial needs that you need to be in college. You know what I'm saying? Already being comfortable. So I understand that. So that's why some people don't go to college. College is a demise anyway. That's a whole different subject because college can put you in debt.
because that turned me on.
With all the encouragement that you got in Baltimore at the High School of Performing Arts for your acting, did it ever occur to you to come out to California and be a professional actor here when your mom moved out here?
Nah, that was the last thing on my mind. When I came to California, I was broke, nowhere to stay.
What do you mean nowhere to stay?
I didn't have anywhere to stay. I was staying with a friend of a friend of a friend of my mother.
Why weren't you staying with your mother?
Because she was in Baltimore, and we didn't have any lights and electricity. We was about to get evicted, so she sent me first. You know how mothers do, protect the young. So I went out there broke. I wasn't even thinking about acting. I was just thinking about surviving. But such is life. I ended up doing it. What I loved the most, I ended up doing both of those things.
During that time when you went to California, your mother was in Baltimore. Is that when she was a crack addict?
No, she was addicted to crack when I was in California. First moved to California. What's up? All right, what's happening?
And what was that like to have a mother who was addicted to crack?
I love my mom. She the bomb to me. So
I know
love
she is
all her
now,
mistakes.
but what about then?
It was hard. It was hard because she was.
Hold up, G. I'm not gonna keep pausing it, y'all. I'm not, because this is my first time listening to this. But I gotta say this: like, he still loved his mama regardless. He still loved his mom, no matter what she went through, what she struggled with. Like that takes a lot. You feel me? Come on, man. Because some people hold that against their parents, that resentment. You know, man, that's a real one right there. Shout out to Pac, man. Shout out to him, bro.
Was addicted to crack.
I love my mom. She the bomb to me. So
I know
love
she
all
is
her
now,
mistakes.
but what about then?
It was hard. It was hard because she was my hero.
Did
She
you
is my
ever
hero.
have any temptation with crack?
Never ever, never. My father died like that, but the man that I knew was my father. The man that I knew died. The man that I knew was my father. He died with cocaine. So it was never my thing.
And why do you think that your mother had that time of weakness with crack?
Everything was just going bad for her. It's harder for a woman to raise a family than it is for a man.
Yeah, that's facts. I gotta get up for that. Pac, come on, bro. That's 100% G. People want to blame the moms and the women, you know what I'm saying, for them to be strong, but it's facts. Like, it is tougher for a woman to raise a family than it is for a man to raise a family, because it's two different aspects. You feel me? That's some real shit, Pac. That's some real shit, dog. That's real, bro. That's real shit, dog. Damn, that's real. Cause it take me back to my mom. Like, that's why I understand that. I can feel that, bro.
Oh yes, all day. What you think? A little bit of me? Tip it to the side, a little something.
No, Pac, them not it. No, bro.
It ain't my style. They not Gucci.
Facts.
Give me a characterization of your childhood. How would you describe what it was like growing up?
I was the total opposite of what I am right now. I was quiet, withdrawn. I read a lot. I wrote poetry. I kept a diary. I watched TV all the time. I stayed in front of a television. I went to movies. Everything.
What did you do that was, it seems like going from a homeless shelter to a project or having to worry about having enough food on the table must have been very difficult. How did you deal with that? Were there any therapeutic ways for you to heal yourself?
I smoked weed. I hung out with the drug dealers and the criminals, and I got.
And that made you feel better?
Interestingly enough, yes, because they have those same problems, and they found a way to get out of it. As a kid, this is what I was thinking.
And so did you end up selling drugs also because those were your
I think I tried
models?
selling drugs for maybe 2 weeks. Then the dude was like, "Oh man, give me my drugs back," because I didn't know how to do it. I sell, somebody didn't pay me back. I'd be like, "Oh, it's okay."
Smoke most of it?
Yeah, no, I never smoked it. I just be like, "It's okay. You don't have to pay me back." Dudes would give me their watch and say, you know, give me this amount for my watch.
Like in a pawn shop all the
Yeah, and
time?
I give him his watch back, and he didn't give me no money. So dude's like, no more for you. So then the dope dealers used to just look out for me when I would come back from school. They'd just give me money and be like, don't get involved with this. Get out there, do your dream. So they was like my sponsors.
That's
You
dope.
can get him on film. That boy say Tupac watches. Tupac watches. I got it right. Get him on film. Tupac watches. You know what I'm saying? Right behind. He talking about Tupac watches. No, he get his on.
You got no
with the
Rolex,
entourage.
man?
No, man, I normally had that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, that's
You got the real one on, huh?
Yeah, no doubt, though. I'm like, you got
That shit on.
some live watches. Go ahead, man. How business doing?
Yeah, you gotta go take that shit. You know, you the
Nah,
man.
man, see, I want to
gotta
keep
go
you
take
with
them
something.
on my
You
end.
need to sell something. I don't want to mess up your thing out here.
You gotta mess up that thing.
Yeah.
All right, then. Tupac watches. Right, I got it. That's what I say.
Pac my love, bro.
Right here. Tupac autograph, $20. Right here. I got it.
You're supposed to put I love you.
I'm
I love you personally.
How did you go from making pizza to being in Digital Underground?
I used to rap everywhere. I was one of those people, man. I put my tape in the tape deck. I interrupt talks, conversations, to just start rapping. So I met up one person hooked me up with another person, this lady named Layla. Introduced me to Adrian Gregory, who was managing Digital Underground. He was like, I'm gonna send you to Digital Underground. They're in the studio. You just rap for Shock G on the spot. If he like you, then I'll pick you up.
And so, what was your first interaction with Shock G? Was he totally impressed?
Yeah, I just walked in, rapped for him. He's like, okay, good, you're in. Boom, boom, boom. I'll see you later. And I just left, walked out of there like, dag.
Was he wearing that big
Damn.
nose thing
Nah,
for
he
it?
was just chilling. He was just normal.
Do you look back on those days with fondness or a little embarrassment?
I look back with the greatest fondness. Those were like some of the best times of my life because
Well, when I mentioned Digital Underground to you yesterday, you were like, duh!
no, because it just brings back like silly. Yeah, I guess it's
I mean-
embarrassing too, but it's all funny to me. It's all good. The silly parts is like me running around in zebra print underwears and making simulated sex with blew up dolls and just we had like the funniest, craziest show.
I'm learning so much about Pac, like right now, like that I did not know about him. Damn, this is interesting. This is so interesting. And he just like so authentic. Like people just tried to put this like what is it? Project this type of energy on him to where he was like a bad person. Bro, Pac was not a bad person. He just ain't go for none of that shit. If you took it there with him, he was gonna go there with you, and he wasn't gonna stop until he won the fucking battle and the war. You feel me? Like that's just how he was, man. Shit, interesting, dog.
Making simulated sex with blew up dolls and just we had like the funniest, craziest show. I think hip hop need another Digital Underground right now.
Do you ever talk to any of them anymore?
No doubt, Shock G. He was involved with Me Against the World. He came to see me in jail.
He did?
Yeah, no doubt. How long do you think it's gonna take?
10 minutes.
Okay.
First, just in black?
Yeah.
Is with that? $40 minimum charge.
At what point in your early life were you introduced to this quote-unquote thug mentality?
Pac got a tattoo while doing the interview. That's some that's just like some real nigga shit, bro. I'm sorry, bruh.
At what point in your early life were you introduced to this quote-unquote thug mentality?
When I was out there by myself, with nowhere to stay and no money,
Which city?
and
In California?
bits of it was in Baltimore. Pieces of it was in Marin City, and then the rest came in Oakland.
And what was your
In
first
LA.
introduction? Drug dealers or
Drug dealers, pimps, prostitutes. That's really it. Criminals. But they weren't like young, glamorous guys, you know. They weren't like.
Well,
they
why
didn't
did you want to
seduce
hang
me
out
like
with
that.
them then?
They the only people that cared about me at that point. When I had nowhere to go.
But you
and
said
I was
your mother
hungry.
always cared about you.
She did, but she was lost at that particular moment.
He said something so powerful, bruh. Oh my goodness. He literally just said, when she asked him, like, what introduced you to that? And, like, why do you hang out with those people? He literally said it, like, because those were the only people that looked out for me. Those were the only people that really cared about me when I was going through the shit I was going through, when I was by myself. He was literally by himself. So basically when you alone, and then when your mom, like he says, mom going through shit, you ain't got nobody. So he had to gravitate towards something. He gravitated towards it because it showed him love, or the people in that group showed him love, showed him that they cared about him. Even though the activity that was going on was negative. You feel me? Y'all feel what I'm saying? That's just deep though. Because that's what a lot of youth deal with nowadays. They just want to be loved. And sometimes that's what happened. The streets, they fall into the streets. They fall in love with the streets because the streets show them love back. It's like they both going through the same shit. Somebody else in the street that you meet up with going through the same thing you going through. So y'all connect. That's deep, bro. I'm sorry that I'm talking, but dog, he's just hitting on all levels right now, bro.
Hang out with them then.
They the only people that cared about me at that point. When I had nowhere to go.
But you
and
said
I was
your mother
hungry.
always cared about you.
She did, but she was lost at that particular moment. And she wasn't caring about herself at that moment. Being a man, I needed a father, I needed a male influence in my life.
Yes.
And these were the males. The other males who could have been a more positive influence on me were too scared to come where I was. Or they didn't have the money, or they didn't have the heart, or whatever.
Well, tell me about not growing up with a father. Why didn't you grow up with a father?
It's not just me, it's a lot of people, but I did because, I mean, the times that I came up in was like the late 60s, they were still having free love. You know, they was just hitting what they was hitting. And my mother got pregnant and wasn't really getting with the guy that
she was
got her
married
pregnant.
to someone else at the time,
No, she wasn't married. No? My mother was out just living her life. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. And she got pregnant and had me. I didn't have a father.
Did you know who the father was, your biological father?
I still don't know who it is, for sure. I've never taken any blood tests. The guy who I knew was my father, who claimed to be my father, he passed away, he died.
And is that legs?
Yes, but then recently after I got shot, this other guy I carried was like, he was my father, and he looks like me. He been in the jail to see me. His kids look like me.
Well, what was that like?
That was the bug out. I just woke up and he was standing over me. So
in jail?
When I was in the hospital.
And what did do you believe him?
I do in a way because he looks like me and his kids look like me.
Why don't you get a blood test to find out?
It's scary.
Is it pointless now?
In a way. I mean, I'm not going to love him anymore or love him any less. So it's pointless.
Did he explain why he left?
Yeah.
What did he say?
It was personal. It wasn't, I don't want to put his word. I'll tell everything about me, but I don't want to give out his business.
That's cool.
He said so much shit, bro. When he went down his father path, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's kind of like that hit a little bit different because I'm gonna just say this, man. Fatherhood is very important, and like a father being in his son's life, that plays a pivotal role, man. It does. It does. And he spoke about so much shit, and I ain't even know that, bro. That's crazy. Damn, dog. It's just kind of hitting. It's just hitting a little bit from home, bro. It's crazy. That's deep.
Can you tell me why you looked at legs as your father?
Because the way my mom's told me was like, he didn't even care. He was like, yo, because he slept with her around the same time. So he was like, you had a kid? She was like, yeah. He came and saw me in the bed. I had a real big head when I was a little kid. Same thing like right now. And he's like, oh, that's my son. No blood test, nothing. He was just like, that's my son. Took care of me, gave me money. But he was like a criminal too. He was a drug dealer out there doing this thing. So he only came, bought me money, material things.
You said that you had to go through a lot of tough times on the streets and you had to suffer a lot of abuse as a child. What kind of specific abuse are you talking about?
I'm gonna write a book and tell everything.
So you're not gonna tell me? Are we talking
then I wouldn't get no money for my pain. I'd rather write a book about it. Get paid for my pain.
You don't count all those #1 albums as money for your pain?
Yeah, but I want to write about it. It'll be deeper.
All right. All right. Your mother has said that Tupac is always... Your mother said Tupac has always been the person who makes up the game.
Yeah.
Do you know what she meant by that?
I don't know what she meant, but...
How do you interpret it?
That I puts it down.
You what?
I put it down. I put it down. If it's about rap music, if it's about acting, whatever, I want to get into the head seat, to the front seat. So I do what I got to do to get to the front seat. I work hard. I got to be involved. I got to excel at it. It can't be a small thing. It got to be a big thing. And I believe that I'm a natural born leader. I don't really take orders. I can take orders because I'm a good soldier, but I like to give orders. I like to say, I like to follow my own heart, but I don't like to control other people.
Right.
I think everybody should be the leader.
Well, that's why it confuses me. It seems like those characteristics are the characteristics of somebody who would want to find out who shot them. I don't understand why you can take 5 bullets and not be doing everything in your power to find out who did it.
Because I'm saying, and then what do I do?
Do you not believe that there's justice? Do you not believe you have a shot?
And then what do I do when I find them?
Press charges. Attempted murder.
The police know who shot me.
They do.
And you don't believe that they're doing all they can to do that?
They're not doing everything they can to do that. They know who shot me. I already know who shot me. Number 1, number 2.
But if
it's like everybody knows who shot me. The police know who shot me.
Well, they know who shot you. How come you don't know who shot you?
Because
they won't tell you?
No, it's just, I don't know. That situation with me is like what comes around goes around. Karma, I believe in karma. I believe in all of that. I'm not worried about it. They miss. I'm not worried about it unless they come back.
Pac really was ahead of his fucking time, dog. The shit he just spoke on with that man really was ahead of his time, dog. This is why certain people have to be taken out, because, dude, if you know, you know. If you know, you know, man. If you know, you know. Pac intellectually just different, bro.
All right. That's one of them.
And he ain't go for nothing. He didn't go for nothing, bruh. Him talking about being a leader, like he don't mind taking orders because that's the humble side of him, but he'd rather be the one giving out orders. Being a leader. He said it. Everybody should be a leader. This dude, bruh. All right, bro.
That's one of them. Let me put in the bag for you? Yeah. All right. And by the way, no tax for you. Oh, that's okay. You know what? We my homeboy. Come in. What's up? All right, how you?
Why don't you stop by some incense, man? Make me rich, man.
Man, I got so many incense, I'm starting to stink.
Some of it, man. All right.
What's up? All right.
You grew up without a father. How do you feel like your life would be different if you had grown up with a father?
I'd have had some discipline. I'd have had more confidence.
You seem pretty confident to me.
Now I am. Because now I believe that I'm my own man. And I'm a man. Money gave me confidence. The screams of the crowd gave me confidence. But before that, I was a shell of a man.
Oh, bro, dog. Oh my God, bro. This dude, he's speaking for so many men, dog. He spoke for so many men. You know how deep that is? Do you know how deep that really is? Like, that's one of the main things. Oh my God, dude. Ooh, the man literally said, this is what really stuck out to me, bro. He said if he had when she asked him, like, what would your life be like if you had a father in it? He said, I would have more discipline and more confidence. He had to grow as a man when he got older. But as a child, he was a shell of himself. You know what, bro? The money gave him confidence, he said. But as a child, he was just a shell of a man, bro. A shell of himself, bro. Dude, just finish it up, bro.
Do you feel like one day that you'll be a good father?
I think I'll be a very, very good father.
Why?
Because I love kids. I love the innocence. It just does something to my chest. The innocence that they have and how they look up to you and how you can't do no wrong to them. And I love that, man. I would do anything. I'd do damn near anything. I'd do damn near anything for them. All the kids in my life, my nieces, nephews, they get anything they want. They got the best Christmases, everything. They get whatever they want. I'm a sucker for them. But I wouldn't have any kids myself because I'm scared to bring any children into this world, especially any black children.
For now?
For right
forever?
now. Just for right now.
Tell me about being raised by a mother who is a Black Panther.
It was great to me because she taught me how to be more international instead of being local. And I did get some principles from her that'll always be with me. She taught me how to be community orientated. And I think my mother taught me to understand women a lot more than my peers can.
You're in touch with your feminine side?
I think so. I think so.
How do you know?
Because I can be around, I'm not uncomfortable around women. I'm not uncomfortable around strong women. I don't feel more, I don't get like a predator thing going when I'm around demure females, you know. I don't get a thing like this when I'm around strong females. I like being around females. I'm comfortable. I can get with them on every level.
This is why he got all the women. That just explained it right there. Jada. Yeah, I said it. Come on, man. What the fuck? This dude was different. Smooth, charming, and all that shit. Yeah, I'm saying it. Ain't nothing homo about it, bro. When you can see the characteristics that the man got. The man was confident. He was able to be around any women. If you want to take notes from somebody, this is somebody you take notes from. Pac is somebody that you can take some notes from when it comes to women, bro. His mom taught him that. He said it. And low-key, your mom is the biggest teacher that can teach you about women.
To where I got homies that just get straight nervous around females.
Weren't you going to maybe start a community center with Mike Tyson?
I am.
Is that progressing?
Well, what I'm trying to do now is have this program where I'm gonna have like a rap league. For like me, Tupac have his own football team, and Coolio have a football team, and Tretch have a football team. We all sponsor the team.
Made up of kids in neighborhoods?
Right. We sponsor the teams, have big games, probably get MTV to come do the World Series. Get like all the community people, like the churches to come out there and sell food, and get the fathers and the uncles to be security, and get the FOI and the deacons and everything, and bring the community spirit back. And then on the weekends we have like block parties. So I'm doing all this to raise money. Then we have like get a date, fundraisers, like people try to get a date with Tupac or Tretch or one of the other rappers.
And where would the money go to?
We'll have like a neutral center where we'll get the money together, and that'll be for, we're trying to get a community center in every ghetto in the United States.
It seems to me that you are trying to distance yourself from a thug life mentality.
Not that, I'm just trying to show who I am. That people locked up on one part of me that they really did not understand. So now I'm trying to do two things. One, help them understand the part of me that they didn't understand. And two, is to show that, this is the type of things that young black males can do. We can do anything if you just give us a shot. Stop trying to beat us down.
Tupac, your life has been marred by considerable pain. Do you think you'll ever get to the point where you can live a normal, happy life?
No. But I'm going for it. I'm trying for it. And until then, I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. Live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't think.
Yeah. Powerful interview. That's a powerful interview. He dropped a lot of gems in there. Like, it was a lot of things that I did not know about Pac that I just learned. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this interview. I got some album reactions coming soon. and I'm gonna react to Tupac, bro. Real shit. This is just one of many interviews that I'm gonna react to by Tupac. We got more on the way. This is the man, the myth, the legend. One of the dopest, if not the dopest men on earth. Very powerful, and had one of the most strongest voices that spoke for a lot of black men. Melanin black men, I'm gonna say that. Melanin men out here in this world, man. And I'm gonna end it on that note. Pac, I appreciate you for dropping some gems. I appreciate you for just talking to the people and blessing the people with this. Thank you, man. Listen, I appreciate all of y'all for tuning into my content as always. You already know, man. Go follow me on Instagram at Chesses Unlocked. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube at Chesses Unlocked. But until then, peace, blessings, and love to all my guys and goddesses out there.